Thank you once again to Crush Funk. Please welcome to the stage two of the co-chairs of this evening's event, who also serve as vice chairs of the N Street Village Board, Hillary Baltimore and Ruth Sorenson.
Okay, our Crush Funk tradition is, you've got to believe, absolutely beyond pitch perfect, right? Yes. Good evening and welcome to the 25th N Street Village Gala. My name is Ruth Sorenson, and I'm delighted to co-chair this evening's gala alongside my co-vice chair and friend, Hillary Baltimore. Hillary brings extraordinary talents to the board. She has helped to lead this annual gala to new levels of success. She's truly a gift to this organization.
Good evening. As I was coming on stage, someone said, "This is like a reunion." My husband's giving me instructions, who just got here late, so. Ruth, you two have been an incredible partner and friend. It's been such fun. I don't remember how many years I've been doing this. We've been doing this together, but it's been a great fun. However, I do know, as another more famous Hillary often said, it takes a village. And thank you to many in this room and beyond who have helped make each year better than the last. Thank you. Everybody deserves a round. Thank you. Tonight is indeed a celebration, and we are grateful to all of you that are here with us. But before we really get going, we'd like to ask you to join us in a moment of silence for those across this city and around the world who are experiencing homelessness. We'd also like to send thoughts and prayers to all those who are navigating the global strife that dominates our news feeds daily, unfortunately, and leaves our hearts so heavy. Thank you for taking a moment to think about life outside of this celebratory space. If you're already enjoying the delicious first course in front of you, please continue. As we begin our program, and pace yourselves, we have a lot to share with you tonight. At N Street Village, we've come a long way thanks in large part to many of you in this room. Our village history spans more than 50 years, from the basement of Luther Place Memorial Church back in 1972, and now with 8 locations throughout the District of Columbia, providing essential services to women experiencing homelessness. "25
years ago, N Street Village consisted of Bethany Women's Day Center and the overnight shelter. Now, N Street Village is the largest provider of housing and supportive services for low-income women and those experiencing homelessness in Washington, D.C. And every year, we welcome hundreds of women through our doors.
And just to help you understand why an N Street Village is needed, we wanted to give you some statistics and demographic information about the women we serve and some of the significant challenges they face when they arrive at our doors. 59% have no income when they come to the village. 29% have a mental illness, addiction, or both. 33% have experienced domestic violence. And 45% are 51 years old or older. 11% are over 65.
We provide comprehensive supportive services to address both emergency and long-term needs of the women. At our flagship building at 14th and N Streets, for example, village staff provide case management, including to the women living in the building's permanent supportive housing units. Women coming to Bethany Women's Day Center can sit down for a warm meal. They can access showers and wash their clothes, and they have an opportunity to just breathe.
We offer an array of wellness programs, and we help women achieve personal stability and meaningful gains in their housing, their income, in their employment, their mental health and physical health, and in their addiction recovery status. And at N Street Village, we understand that expressing compassion is a foundational element in all of our actions. Through the stories you've heard in the past and that you'll hear tonight, there are a variety of reasons why women find themselves at our doors. It could be a loss of a job, extraordinary medical expenses for either themselves or a family member, physical abuse, or mental. No matter the circumstances that bring someone to our doors, we firmly believe that every woman deserves a chance.
We cannot care for the women without your support. I'd like to invite our N Street Village Chief Development Officer, Becky Bull, to join us on stage.
Tonight, we're delighted to welcome 100 sponsors, which are all listed in our gala program and will be reflected on the screens this evening. We're grateful for your unwavering support, and I'd like to take a moment to recognize the major sponsors for tonight's gala. Please hold your applause to the end, as we have so many generous people to thank. Our sponsors of dignity: Sherry Heemstra and Decker Anstrom, Cindy and Mark Aaron, Peter Shields and Ace Werner, Ruth Sorenson and family. Also, our sponsors of Perseverance: Accenture, Hillary and Tom Baltimore, Bloomberg Philanthropies, Cynthia Dolan and Ron Baruch, and Wiley Ryan. Let's give a round of applause for all of our generous sponsors.
There are so many people who are essential members of the village. Our volunteers play an important role in improving the lives of women in our community. We host more than 400 volunteers annually who donate thousands of hours of service, serving a meal, picking up donations, helping to maintain our beautiful courtyard, and so much more.
There are opportunities for volunteers to join various committees that include the Impact Committee, a vibrant under 40 group of change makers. I see many of you 20 and 30-somethings in the audience tonight, so you all should come on board and join us. Our Ambassadors Council is an active group that plans special events and discusses issues that impact women. And then there's our board, a group of volunteers who ensure N Street is as strong as it can be. In the room tonight, you are our volunteers. You are essential to N Street Village, and we thank you.
We are so grateful for all the ways that so many of you support our vision and mission. We also have many supporters who've donated items to our silent auction and tonight's raffle. In fact, I'd like you to take a second to check your phone. When you arrive this evening, you should have received a link by text message. All you need to do is click that link and then click the button that says raffle. So here's how it works. You can purchase as many raffle tickets for $100 as you like through the link that I just mentioned. And you'll have a chance to win a 4-night stay at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Turks and Caicos. You'll have ocean view accommodations for 2. Now, can't you just see yourself, toes in the sand, gazing upon the turquoise water in the sun? As I said, each ticket is $100. The proceeds from your bids and your donations help to ensure N Street Village can continue our 51-year history of providing hospitality to every woman who comes through our door.
Okay, I can feel the warmth of that sun. Finally, the auction and raffle will close right after dinner, so get your phones out. So buy your raffle tickets and get your final bids in for the auction now. You can even set your maximum bids for the auction and sit back and let the software do the work for you. That will free you up so you can enjoy the rest of tonight's program.
And now we have a special first course treat for you. The Ambassadors of Praise have performed at many of our galas. This beloved choir is based out of Luther Place Memorial Church, and many of the choir members are part of our N Street Village community. They are our voices for change. Please welcome the Ambassadors of Praise.
Hold for mics.
Good evening and welcome everyone to a chance for us to gather in music together. I'm the Reverend Karen Brow. I serve as the senior pastor at Luther Place Church. And we are thrilled tonight to offer a musical selection that uses some of the words and wisdom of Reverend Congressperson John Lewis. Who teaches us all that we are invited to take part in good trouble to make this world a better place for all people and all of creation.
This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make good trouble, to make good trouble. This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make this world a better place.
This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make good trouble, to make good trouble. This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make this world a better place.
When the world seems lost and torn, more than we can bear, we find strength to carry on, turning from despair. We
make good trouble, to make good trouble, to make good trouble. This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make this world a better place. This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make good trouble, to make good trouble. This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make this world a better place.
Marching forth and bound with love, walk this way of life. Joined together we have come to banish hate and strife. Make some noise and spread the word. Change is on the way. Hope is here. We're challenged now. Night has turned to day.
This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make good trouble, to make good trouble. This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make this world a better place. This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make good trouble, to make good trouble. This day has challenged us to make good trouble, to make this world a better place, to make this world a better place, to make this world a better place.
Okay, did that not feed your soul? That was pretty amazing. We need to hear that every night, I think, at least for the next, 36 weeks, did they say, or whatever it is. Thank you to the Ambassadors of Praise for that wonderful song. You may have heard the lyrics about joining together to banish strife and spreading the word about the change that is on its way. I hope it's a good one. Those lyrics aptly describe the two people receiving the 2024 Founders Award tonight, Peter Shields and Ace Werner. Peter joined the N Street Board 15 years ago and has been chair for the last 13 years. Is he standing up? There he is. He's a tireless advocate for N Street Village, embodying dedication through his time, talents, and treasures. Peter and Ace's commitment reflects the essence of our mission and the compassion that drives us forward.
All right, here they are. Not long ago, Ace and Peter had a remarkable gathering at the Supreme Court. The room was full of a distinguished audience, their wonderful families. On that beautiful June day, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg presided over their marriage ceremony. She, too, knew the integrity and depth that these men bring to our world. Although I'm definitely a less distinguished Ruth, I'm so happy we are honoring you two, and my family and I are lucky to be your friends. Peter and Ace, you are the most loyal N Street Village champions. Together, you show up for the village in ways that make a huge difference. The room lights up when you two join to share a meal and a conversation with the women. With your friends, you've hosted delightful birthday parties at the night shelter, creating the most festive parties with balloons, cakes, and streamers, and the birthday women being honored, always overcome with tears of joy. Your kindness and generosity to humanity is refreshingly grounded and honest, boldly intentional, and always thoughtful. Your leadership with heart, spirit, and voice inspires all of us.
In fact, it has even inspired our commander-in-chief, who may have just been here tonight, but he had a previous engagement, I think. So instead, he sent a little something. He sent a letter from the White House, and I'll just read an excerpt from the presidential letter. I send my warmest greetings to all those gathered for N Street Village's 25th Annual Gala. I'm proud to congratulate Peter Shields and Ace Werner on receiving the N Street Founders Award. This recognition is a testament to your tireless work to uplift the most vulnerable among us, and I hope you take pride in this well-deserved honor. It's incredible to be recognized by a Supreme Court justice and a president, and for the tremendous human beings you are. It's our distinct pleasure to present you our 2024 Founders Award to Peter Shields and Ace Werner.
You guys going to stay here? Are you guys going to stay here? Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Ruth and Hillary. This is quite an honor. But thank you for your generous introduction. I'm going to say a few words and turn it over to Peter, who's been a little more involved than me on a day-to-day basis. Since we first visited N Street Village, we saw that it was different and special. It wasn't chaotic or transactional, just the opposite. We saw the women and the team interacting in a way that embodies what the village is all about, treating each other with dignity and respect. We heard about and saw the community they have. They were helping each other heal and make progress. It impressed us, and we've been all in since the first days. A bonus over these many years is how close we've become to many of the staff, you on the board, and your families. Peter loves N Street and all that goes along with it. I'm so very proud of him for his dedication and hard work. Thank you all for this honor.
So I was thinking of just calling an Uber and going, like, not much to add here and just calling it a night. That might seem fitting, but let me try to say my prepared remarks because I'm going to acknowledge a lot of folks. I want to add my thanks to Ruth and Hillary for insisting that we allow you to honor us. I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait until I was done sharing, but I was afraid that was never going to happen. So I gave up and said, okay. So anyway, as Ace said, We agreed N Street Village was special when we first visited it. Ace has always wanted to do what he can to help people. It's who he is to his core. So this was especially moving for him to see the village in action. I learned about N Street at a time from a dear client, a client of mine who became a friend, and I was looking for a place I wanted an organization that was making a difference for folks needing a lift. And she told me about N Street Village right at the time where she was getting ready to move away and retire. It was a huge parting gift. Before I talk about our board and the village, Ace and I want to thank all of our family, our friends, and our colleagues from near and far who have supported N Street over all these years, just because they know it's important to us. And as I look around, I see table after table of a lot of you here, and a lot of surprise visitors from California, New York, Minnesota, Rochester, Nashville, Seattle, all our family and friends. Yeah, it makes it less daunting to accept this, and that's off script, but now back. We have 3 generations of our family here. My sister Catherine and our husband Gary are here representing our siblings from Rochester, New York. Our 3 girls, as we call them, Megan, Bridget, and Molly, are here from New York, Nashville, and Seattle. And finally, 2 oldest of 6 kids who call me Pop Pop and Ace just Ace. He was like, Ace is good. Charlotte from college in Pittsburgh, and Ethan, who's a high school junior from Nashville. Our friends have been incredible year in and year out, donating, volunteering, walking. Virtually all of our closest friends are here this evening. They're here to support N Street, and N Street's always been at the top of mind for them because they know it's important to us. And they're at 3 tables here this evening. Thank you, dear friends. Finally, yeah, please clap. All right. Yeah. Finally, my Wiley friends and colleagues. Wiley supported N Street in a variety of ways over the years. We've had client events where we've made gifts for the women. We've had a variety of fundraisers, all types of events over the years. And in a very organic way, N Street's become important to a lot of folks at Wiley individually, and they've become some of our biggest donors. I want to thank them. First of all, I'm lucky to work at a firm where we value the people in our greater community and want to help. And I want to thank them, my chiefs, my team. Kate Ullman is a star to all of us at N Street. Keeps us organized and helps us all at both Wiley and N Street. And a lot of our firm leaders and lawyers and their spouses are here, and they're filling 5 tables. So thank you to Wiley. After a couple of years, we were waiting for a board. Oh, sorry, back up, y'all. Ruth and I, we started on the very same day, and we realized early on that we view the world the same way. After a couple of years, we were waiting for a board candidate at a government contractor in Virginia. When I said to Ruth, they asked me to be chair, I would consider doing this if you'd be vice chair. And Ruth, without missing a beat, said, I would do that, but I don't like asking for money. And I said, me neither, so maybe we'll be terrible and short timers. But we've done okay because N Street does such good work. And what we've learned is that we introduce people to N Street, and that tends to do the trick. So thank you, my friend Ruth, for this amazing journey. Yeah. Ruth, you and Arnie, you led by example with humility, with grace, and with great success over the years. And your kids and your growing family, who are all here tonight, you're going to continue to lead by example. So thank you to Ruth and her entire family here. And the story continues with Hillary and Tom, who came to a gala with Ruth and Arnie. They didn't just say hello and move on quickly. They stayed and talked about what they heard that night and how it moved them. And they were so genuine. It was evident that they were sincere and wanted to learn more. Ruth then persuaded Hillary to chair the gala, and she had no idea what she was getting into. She ended up chairing it for the next, say, 7, 8, 9 years. Pretty good. And Hillary and Tom and their whole family have been all in ever since. So please give a round of applause to them as well. So that's the story of how we've grown as a board to support this organization, this stellar nonprofit that means a lot to us. We're proud of N Street's reputation. And finally, I did want to say our board is amazing. You'll see them up here on stage at the end. It's become a nice tradition at the end of this gala to have our board up here and be recognized for all the work they do. We didn't just want them waving from the audience. So they're an amazing board, and they work hard in and out of boardrooms all year long. All of us grounded in the mission first, sort of mission always, and never egos. Most importantly, to the women of N Street and the entire N Street team, we thank you for the warm welcome we received from our very first visit. We know the village is your home. It's your community, yet we saw you open up to us time and again and share in powerful ways what the village means to you. We've laughed together, we've attended funerals together, we've celebrated your being on the Kennedy Center stage, and many other milestones. My favorite memento from my years working at the village is not my photo with Oprah. I just had to mention that. But it's a mug in my office with a photo of 5 women from N Street, and it's personalized, and it says, "Thank you, Peter." They're smiling broadly, and it reminds me every day why we do this. We admire and respect you women of the village. We look forward to hearing from tonight's honorees. That's always the most moving night. So to the entire village community, the staff, all of you donating and supporting here tonight to support Ace and me, our deep thanks for this honor. Thank you.
Cheers to you, Peter and Ace, and to all you gathered here this evening. This song is for you.